Hello everyone and namaskar. Today we are going to discuss about how to implement multiplexers using transmission gate. So let's start with the very first model called 2 by 1 mux using transmission gate. So as usual we'll start with the first step as to draw the state table, or we can call it as its truth table. Fine. Now to draw the truth table we need certain inputs and output terms. So for 2 by 1 mux, if I draw its schematic, so we can have two inputs. Let the first is A and second is B, and we'll be getting one output as Y. Now for 2 by 1 mux we need a select line, a single select line. Let it is yes. So we will have the select line yes, two inputs A, B, and the output is Y. Based on that we'll draw the truth table with input as select line and output as Y. Now if we have a single select line, it could have two combination, either 0 or 1. So whenever the select line is 0, this A, that is the first line, will be connected as output Y, and if S is equal to 1, the second input line B will be connected as output as Y. So based on that we can say the decision maker is going to be our select line. So when S is 0, your output is connected with A, and when it is 1, output is connected with B. So by this logic, now we'll implement this using the transmission gate. So for that case, first of all we'll draw, or we'll make use of the transmission gate. So here the first transmission gate we'll use. This will be our yes, and definitely this will be the complement as yes bar. Now we'll use second transmission gate with this particular line connected here. Now this is yes bar, this will be our yes, and we'll connect the inputs. The first input is A. Definitely when this is turned on, it will fetch the input as A, and if this is turned on, will be connected with B, and these two are common, so we'll short these two. This will be our output as Y. Now let us see how actually it will work. So first condition we have when S is equal to 0. Now when S is 0, its complement will be 1, and counterpart, if S is equal to 0, its complement will be 1. So this is 1. So logically here it appears 1 and 1. So this transistor T1 will turn on, and if this transistor T1 is turned on, A will be connected to Y. Counterpart, when S is equal to 1. Now when S is equal to 1, here it is, logically here it will appear with 1. Now if it is 1, yes bar will be 0, and 0's complement will be 1. So in this case this transistor T2 will turn on, and if T2 is turned on, B will be connected to Y. So based on that we can say when S is 0, A appeared at output, and when S is equal to 1, B appeared at output. So this is how we can say a implementation of 2 by 1 mux using our transmission gate. I hope you understood this concept. Now we'll use the same for implementation of 4 by 1 mux. Now let us see how to implement 4 by 1 mux using the transmission gate. So first of all we'll draw its diagram that indicates number of inputs and select lines. So as you know, for 4:1 mux we need 4 inputs, and there will be 2 select lines and a single output. So let's correct this as 4 inputs with I0, I1, I2, I3, a single output Y, and we will have 2 select lines, namely S1 and S0. So this is a schematic of our 4:1 mux. As far as its working principle is considered, we can go for its truth table, based on which we can predict how it works. So we will have inputs as S1, S0, and at the output side we have output Y. So 2 variable will get 4 combinations. Now first When both these lines are 0 0 input, I naught will be connected at Y, and same case 0 1 I1, 1 0 I2, and for 1 1 I3 will be connected to output. So based on that, we'll write for this I naught, I1, I2, and for this I3. So this is the truth table of our 4:1 max. Now using this concept, we'll see how to implement using the transmission gate. Now first thing arises, how many transmission gates are required? So we are having 4 inputs, that means 4 transmission gate at the first level are required. So we'll draw the schematic using 4 transmission gates. So here I have drawn 4 transmission sets at the initial stage with name, let T1, T2, transistor third, and this is fourth. Now we'll assign the input. We are having 4 inputs, I naught, I1, I2, I3. So for the first transmission gate, we'll connect this with I naught. For second, we'll connect I1, third I2, and here we'll connect I3. Now as the control signal is considered, we have 2 control signals which we call it as select line, S1 and S0. So at the primary stage, we'll use S0 as the control signal. So this is S0. So this will be S0 bar. Counterpart, S0 bar. This is S0. Similarly, S0. This is S0 bar. S0 bar, and this is S0. This is how we connect the transmission gate in parallel with each other. Now when I come across the output, we have a single output Y, but here we are getting output as first, second, third, and fourth. And to make it a single one, what we'll do, we'll cascade the terms from T1 and T2. So let them short. Similarly, these two are short, and we'll place a transmission gate, another transmission gate for this particular terminal, and here also. This is our transmission gate number 5, and this is 6. So we'll connect input from these 2 terminals and from this, and at last whatever output will come will be cascaded with this term, and this becomes our output as 1. So here select line S0 is assigned. So for these 2 transmission gates, we'll assign S1 bar, actually it should be S1. So this will be S1 bar. Now this will be S1 bar, and this is S1. This is how we connect the terms. Now let us use the truth table and find out how it works as a 4:1. So now we'll come across the first combination. Here it is. Here S0 is 0 and S1 is 0. When both are 0, output is connected with I0. So let's define it. First combination. Here if S0 is 0, its complement 1. This also 1. So when the logic is 1, T1 will turn on. T2, it will be turned off once complement is 0. So in this case, T1 is turned on. Now when T1 is turned on, I0 will appear here. That means across T5 we'll getting I0. Let's come across the same for T3 and T4. Again same. But the first combination is S0 is 0. 0's complement is 1, and this is also 1. So T3 will turn on and T4 turned off. So in this case also across T6 we'll be getting the input as I2. So when S0 is equal to 0, we'll be getting 2 input lines, or 2 input lines are selected, I0 and I2. Now let's come across T5 and T6. They are connected with select line S1. Here S1 is 0, its complement will be 1. Now 0's complement 1, that means logically this is 1 and this is also 1. so T5 will turn on. Let's come across T6. Now S1 bar is 1, so its complement is 0, and this is also 0, so T6 will turn off. So when S1 is equal to 0, T5 is turned on. Because of that, I naught will come across the output as Y. So as per the truth table, when both the select lines are 0 0, output is connected with I naught. That has been proved. Now the same case will be replicated for next combination. When S naught is 1, we'll see. When S naught is 1, its complement will be 0. So if 0 is appeared here, T1 is turned off. Now coming to this point, as S naught bar that we are getting will be turned on. So here if you see S naught bar, it will be 0. 0's complement is 1, and this is 1. So in this case, T2 will turn on. Now once T2 is turned on, at this point we'll get I1. Same in this case, T3 will turn off and T4 will turn on. So based on that, here we'll be getting I3. Now again, the question arises, S1. S1 is 0. Now when S1 is 0, we have seen T5 is turned on, and at T5 we are getting input I1. So here it will replicate as I1 because T6 will be turned off. Now the same process happened when 1 0 will be getting T3 on. Because of that, output will be connected with I2, and for both 1 1 combination, T4 will turn on, and here we'll be getting the output as connected with I3. So based on that, here the select lines that are appearing will be I0, I1, I2 and I3. So this is how we can say it is working as a 4 by 1 mux. Now same process we can implement for other mux like 8:1, 16:1, or any other mux that we want to design. I hope you understood these concepts. Thank you so much.